panic.
Hello, welcome to Writing Quest. My name is Brendan.
My name is Aiden.
And this is the show where we write a book before your very eyes. And Aiden's a little panicked.
I'm not panicked. You're panicked. I'm a little.
It's a mood. We're going to talk about it. Writing Quest.
Writing Quest.
Huzzah!
Brendan, I like your sweatshirt.
Wait, what? This one? That's...
I don't know.
What about my cool new mug that I have?
What?
Man, I don't know what else to say about that.
It's almost like there could be a link in the description.
It's almost like there could be. I like the logo, though. Whoever came up with that was...
I don't know. A
wise.
genius, really, truly. Also, just this as well. It's just...
We got notebooks. We got sweatshirts, shirts. We got it all. Whatever you need. But to the matter at hand, Aiden. So how you doing?
I have like a little headache, a lot. So are you just dealing with we're making YouTube videos and you have to write a book? Yes.
Is that like really weighing on you?
You know, when we set out to do this and we were like, we're going to write a book and we're going to record it and record the process, I was like, yeah, it's awesome. Got really into the videos, love doing the videos. And then, it kind of hit me and it continues to hit me repeatedly. We still have to write a book.
It's true.
Multiples at this point.
Well, at least one.
At least
one really big one.
And then we're going to reevaluate our decisions.
Yes.
But we're making progress.
But you like how it's going.
I like how it's going.
Or you like where it's going.
I like where it's going. We're getting there. The biggest issue, I think, is that... So I've never co-authored something before. I've written my own stories, you've written your own stories, and we've talked about each other's stories and helped each other along, but we've never done it together. And I think one of the hardest things is writing it with somebody. Just simply
I think it's made it easier.
Really? Go on.
Well, so I was just telling my wife this, that writing with you has been a little easier because, so when you're writing alone, it's like, if you run out of ideas, you got, like, who do you bounce it off of?
The wall.
Well, the wall's not very helpful.
No, it's not.
So basically, like, just being able to, like, come up with an idea, and if I get stuck, you can put the new idea out there, or I can talk to you, like, through it.
What if you kill them off?
No, I don't kill off characters well.
You don't.
I don't like it. I am not a George Martin.
George R.R. Martin?
Yeah, I'm not that.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
Yeah, me neither.
Until I do.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun,
No
dun.
character is safe. Except all the main ones. Anyway.
Yeah, that's got to be our next t-shirt, the plot armor one.
Plot armor. Yeah.
Anyways, be looking out for that. So, what's your hang up about it? Like, where are you struggling?
Right now, okay, so we wrote the beginnings of the story, and I feel like we got all the seeds and the arcs kind of laid out, and we kind of know what we're actually wanting to write now. Because before, we were just kind of like, yeah, let's write and find out what happens. But we finally have an idea of what it's going to be.
Well, you remember this whole thing started just because, like, I wrote a thing. I just wrote that beginning scene a little bit.
Yeah.
And I just sent it to you, and then we were like, we should record it.
We should record it.
And here we are, recording it.
How many videos are we at now? What's this?
This one's gonna be like 23, 24. Not too shabby.
Not too bad. Man, we've changed. We've changed.
We have changed.
That was the first one.
Wiser.
February 2021?
February 15th, something like that.
Dang.
Yeah.
We haven't come a long way, but we're coming along.
We took a big break in there.
We did take a big break in there.
Because of,
got married and stuff.
So, I personally think that writing together is a little bit easier. And now, so you're saying... now we kind of know where we want to go.
Yes, but the problem is we did the beginning and we split off into the two different stories, right? With Ro being out in the middle of nowhere with the wolf, and then Agorath and Gaian, leading their people and all that stuff. But we haven't outlined past that. We have we know that we want them to come together at the end, at the Evertree, and that she and the wolf have a partnership. We haven't done that yet.
I think we need to do something that you've resisted. We need to write the last chapter.
We can write the last chapter. What did I resist that?
Well, because I'm always like, we need to start with the end in mind, but you don't. You're like, when I start talking about the end of that,
No, you say I'm gonna write the last chapter. I was like, no, we're gonna write the last chapter.
We should write the end.
We should write the end.
We should just write the end and then we might surprise ourselves and go, oh, well, okay, well, we gotta figure out how to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So every time we do an outlining episode,
We don't get very far.
we don't get very far. I think so far we've written like 3 plot points, and we've had 2 episodes.
Well,
That's like 1.5 plot points per episode.
Part of the problem with outlining, especially in an episode, is like it takes a lot of deep thinking.
It does.
Like the only times I've ever successfully like really outlined. That's the other thing. I'm kind of a hapsy, so like I don't completely write, but I also don't 100% outline. I kind of do a little mixture.
Right.
Like I kind of come up with. I have my main. Like I kind of have these plot points that I want to hit. But I don't, plotting out every single detail and how I get there gets pretty cumbersome to me.
Yeah.
So I think that's the problem. It's a thing where it's like I need to go sit alone for like 3 days and just
write it out. I think that what we need to do is we need to do a time lapse.
Tell us what we need to do.
We need to do.
We're doing.
We need to outline, and we need to time lapse it. So that way, because each time we record one of these episodes, we want to keep it around, half hour maybe, and then cut it down to 20 minutes, give or take, something like that.
That's not very much outlining.
No, in terms of outlining, so I think that we need to sit down for like a couple hours, time lapse it, get it written out, and then talk about what we did. So I think that's probably the bit that we're struggling with the most is pairing the writing process with videos.
Yes,
that is the challenge.
We do. I'm gonna do a writing video.
Yeah,
or I actually like writing. You've done a couple.
I've done a couple way back in the beginnings. I found that it was hard to do and show in a video story wise.
Yeah. So, next question. As we've gone along with this, we've alluded to it, we've talked about it, we've never wanted to confirm, but I think we need to decide. Is this a series or is it a single book?
We had a video about this.
We just keep kind of talking about it.
It has to be a series, if anything. If anything, this is like the prequel book to the series.
Mm-hmm. You know what I thought? I have a couple of trilogies that are kind of like my cornerstone stories in my timeline.
I got a couple of trilogies. It's fine.
Yeah. But you know what I thought? This could be like a cool like series of standalones. That's like 9 books or 10 books.
Yeah.
But like they're in a series, but they're also still kind of like individual stories. I keep thinking of I was thinking of Star Wars, the Yuzhan Vong from Legends.
Yeah.
It's one whole story, but there's like single books and there's double books and there's trilogy like within the whole thing.
It's like an era that happened.
Yeah, something like that.
This is an era, Brendan.
An era!
Buzz.
The wolves are barking.
There we go. That way you can see it.
How else we want to go with this?
I would love to write Ro's plot list.
I have one more question for you.
Okay.
And then we'll do the plot list.
Okay.
So, I've got one more question before we go on. How are you going to get out of the funk?
How am I going to get out of the funk?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think...
Are you in a funk, or is it just a lot?
I am in a funk. And the reason I'm saying that... And it's a lot of things. It's light, So it's like, I got to get the laundry done today, which I just remembered that I didn't switch it into the dryer.
Bro. Rookie move.
I know. I got to do that. But, it's things like that. But also, I think that we hit such a point, like such a decisive next part of the story, where they go off into their separate things, and we haven't really talked about what we're gonna do next. So I think that that's probably the biggest thing for me. So I need to know where I'm going. You can do the free mind writing.
I can start with a premise and just kind of like, okay, let's go.
I need my outline to do and stuff. Which I think, and we've talked about it a couple of times, but I think that we just need to do it right here and now. And we talked about, I'm still watching the Brandon Sanderson lecture series.
I've stopped. I need to get back into it though, because it was giving me a lot of good like ideas and things to go forward with.
Every time we talk about that a lot. Every time we do, we need to like make a graphic or something. Anyway, we need to list out the plot list. Like it's going to take work and time. It's not just a one video thing.
Yeah.
I think that we're realizing it's like the plotting thing is not a one hit thing. Like it takes time, and if we're going to show it, then we have to take the time to show it. And so I think that in this episode we should record, or in this episode we should write the plot list for Ro.
Brainstorm some ideas.
Yes. I mean, it doesn't have to. That's the great thing about the plot list is like we don't have to write 4,000 words to realize that something isn't working. We can just do some really quick sentences, bullet points.
Yeah.
And just, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I think that that's what we need to do. To the Word document.
To the Word document.